Hi Libra, thank you for joining me and welcome to this reading for love for all of 2017. This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So stay tuned and enjoy. So here are your cards. So this is the general love overview reading for you and your ideal partner, Libra. Now this is true for you if you know your partner or not. It's going to give you advice on how to handle yourself, to move yourself closer to your partner, to resolve problems and issues of distance or whatever the issues may be. Okay? So here are 3 oracle cards to guide you with some information about this year. The first message is, so riding the cosmic wave. So this really has to do with letting go of your own ambitions and connecting with the divine timing of the universe. So riding the cosmic wave has to do with your own belief systems and abilities, and trusting that everything has a time and a purpose. Also, you might be swept away by love this year. Very quickly, you could find yourself falling deeper in love with your partner, or finding a new partner who loves you very much. And so this is a very positive card for 2017. The next card is from the Universal Love Oracle. So here we have blessings. Well, beautiful. And judging from your 2017 overview reading, the main one, it looks as though there's not much that you have to do this year, Libra. This year is really about you just kind of going with the flow and really allowing things to unfold beside you. There's blessings around you and there's a lot of hope. The last message is from Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels Oracle. And here we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, so being fully present. Again, that resonates very deeply with the 2017 overview reading. I think that there's a deep attraction that is evolving between you and your partner just by simply being yourself. And so the emphasis isn't on what you have, on who you are, and what you are. The emphasis here is on what you are inside, or who you truly are, not the outside shell of who you are, but what's inside of your heart and what you project into the world. The next message is the High Priestess. So this is insight and intuition into circumstances. So you and your partner start off this year in a very deep psychic bond, and I think that whether you know your partner or not, there's this connection, this psychic connection between you and them. If you know them already, you feel like you're within your thoughts, in each other's thoughts. If you don't know them, then you feel like there's someone who is very close and near you, even though you don't know someone or you don't know them yet. So the High Priestess says that there's information and messages that are being given to you about your relationship at the beginning of the year. Very deep information that has deep resonance. Remember, with the High Priestess, we're talking about like higher order information, not necessarily stuff to do with our day-to-day world. And so by getting information from the universe, sometimes it could be quite confusing. It could feel as though it's quite displaced from reality, and it's hard to trust it sometimes. So it's important for you to, in some way, find balance between your healthy skepticism and also the inspiration that your ideas bring. These two positions are representative of what your highest expectations are of the relationship. On the one hand are your personal expectations, and on the other are your partner's highest ideals. So let's see what you want out of a relationship in 2017. The first card is the High Priest, or the Pope, or the Hierophant. And so this represents a desire for marriage, a desire for serious partnership, comfort and stability in the home. I think that this is a time for you to focus on material wealth, and also the organization of common goals and ideas, and working with other people towards achieving those things. So you look for a partner who can complement that. The next message is The Tower. The Tower in a relationship, as an ideal especially, would represent that you are really hoping to get swept off your feet. You're really wanting to have this abrupt, sudden change in the status quo. I think that because your year is going to be quite temperate and quite gentle and smooth, you may get bored within that process. So I always wonder if at an ashram people get bored because they can't talk, they can't do anything but meditate. And so at a certain point, is boredom an issue? I wonder. And so you too may be experiencing boredom from having a whole year of kind of calm remuneration of ideas and just stillness around you. And so maybe you're hoping for an abrupt relationship that will change, or possibly you're with a partner who's not intended for you, and you're hoping that that relationship will break down so that you can go in a new direction. Here is your next card, Libra. So this is what your partner is hoping for. This is the Emperor. So either your partner is hoping to be the Emperor or is looking for the Emperor. And so the Emperor is looking for structure and order, achieving all things in a kind of responsible way. So that means taking care of work and the home and making sure everything is working well, having goals and ideas and pushing forward in those directions. The second thing your partner really wants in a relationship this year is magic, the Magician. So they too want a certain degree of change, but there's this kind of association with power that your partner seems to really need. I think for you, it's much more to do about your personal experience, finding common goals, changing the status quo, or going in a different direction. But here we have the Emperor and the Magician, so your partner is really looking to be an agent of change, or have someone step in and change the reality by infusing it with possibilities. Or possibly your partner is very ambitious at this time and wants to be a leader or some type of boss. Here is the next step of your relationship for you as you experience it. The next step for you is Empress. This can actually represent pregnancy and marriage, but this is creativity, receptivity. Your attraction is increasing. Let time do its course, and things will align itself to allow you to represent the qualities that are synonymous with building stable long-term relationships. Also, you may be finding the ideal partner for yourself if you date women, so you might find your Empress, and so you could be really connected with the energy of the Empress, and you can see exactly what it is that you want in a woman, or you can see what it is about being a woman that you want to exude to a prospective partner. So this strong identification with the archetype of the Empress is either drawing you closer to a relationship or helping you adjust yourself to be the proper partner. Also, the influence of the mother is really good for you at this time. So there's a lot of blessings. Whether your mother is alive or not, there's a lot of blessings, there's a lot of care, there's a lot of nurturing that she's providing, and her energy is providing you. She's helping you to reconnect with your soulmate. She's helping you to form that bridge. The next message is, so here we have the Justice card. And so Justice card represents attaining balance. And so I think your partner is very oriented towards Libra, by the way, rules justice. So your partner is very oriented towards you. But the primary thing that they're trying to achieve, or the primary thing that is happening for them, is that they are promoting balance in their lives. And it's important for you to allow and support them in doing so. If you don't know your partner, then you want to just send positive energy towards the idea of balance, towards keeping things stable and consistent for them so that they can come closer to you faster and sooner. The next two sets of cards have to do with these two sets of cards have to do with advice that is given for you in making the next step towards your relationship. So here is your first advice card. So we have the Last Judgment. So it's important for you this year to make really clear decisions about the past and the future. So you need to leave the past in the past and bring things into the future that are helpful for you. I think you need to embrace attraction as much as possible. Allow yourself to be attracted. Don't criticize yourself for the things that you are attracted by. Those are the signposts that you need to use in order to get to exactly where you are going, get to where you are trying to connect with your ideal partner. If you have an established relationship, then you want to be as sensuous as possible, and not only directed at your partner. Just create a life of sensuality for yourself, enjoying through all the senses, and making sure that you're living a healthy and healthful life at this time. The Last Judgment says that you're no longer willing to put up with synthetic things. I think you come to realize that this tower ambition is a little bit faulty, that you need to be a little bit more balanced yourself. And I think that throughout this whole year, you kind of reorient yourself towards what your ambitions are in terms of relationships. You're no longer looking for quick fixes, as fast solutions, or something maybe ethereal or metaphysical. You're like, show me the money. What is the actual thing that is coming through that is practical? What is it that I can work with? The next message is the World. So there might be a requirement for you to travel. If that comes up for you this month, then you should take it. You should take a more open-ended approach to circumstances and be willing to consider more things as okay. So be prepared, your partner, to bring forward some ideas. He or she, sorry if I said he or she has some types of ideas that are being carried forward that might seem not so great at first, and then later as you continue they may become much better for you and much more copacetic for you in your life. The World is giving you opportunity and hope in new directions. Success is possible, success and fortitude in new directions. The World is giving you a positive interjection, an opportunity. New people could be coming in. New people can really spice up established relationships. So really allowing everything to contribute to a positive headspace is really important. So this is really about receiving love and being receptive to love, eliminating any kind of imbalances that are in some way unhealthy. Now these two cards represent advice for your partner, so you want to really consider them. If you know your partner, you want to help them with that. If you don't know your partner, then maybe you can in some way, if you don't know your partner, then maybe you can throw positive energy around these things, or think about them, meditate on them, and think about how you would help your partner, because those thoughts really do matter in terms of bringing them to you faster and sooner. The first message is the Strength card. So we have Strength or Leo. So Strength card is passion, personal passion and fortitude. I think that the drive will be within them, that they need to have that spark of life. They need to find things that motivate them, that what sparks their interests, what stirs their soul. And when they find those things, they will be more motivated to move in that direction. In fact, your partner seems much more composed this year than you do. You seem like you have a lot of stuff going on. From the general overview reading, it's really quite calm, but for you personally, you have a lot of shifting in your mind, and maybe that's why you need the calmness around you to be able to deal with that. But I think that what your partner is dealing with is consistency. I want power and order. I want to be able to achieve those things. I need to achieve balance, and I need to go after the things that I want to go after. That's what they're saying. The next message of advice for your partner is Lovers. So your partner is really well aligned. In fact, I think that maybe for many of you Libras, it will be your partner that is in some way initiating the seriousness of the relationship. It is your partner that is able to kind of round up the troops, organize things, and make sure that things happen in a healthful way. It's important to encourage your partner the value of family. So if at first there is a little bit of autonomy in the way that they're dealing with things, like they don't want to settle down, I think it's important to consistently support them in building family, in moving forward towards family, and identifying with each other as the ideal pair. The next message is Sagittarius, and this is the outcome for 2017. So you will, at the end of the year, really need to combine the various different experiences that each of you've had. I don't feel as though your relationship as it stands is necessarily too cohesive. So that means that what you're going through is not necessarily what your partner is going through this year, and that happens. And I think that in and of itself can produce a greater attraction, because you can live vicariously through each other's experiences. Your partner's very systematic this year. They're really trying to go after specific things, while you're doing a lot of exploration and trying on different hats, and that's okay to do that. But I think that it's important that at the end of the year, you pick out what is the best things, pick through whatever is left behind, and then move forward in ways that work well for the both of you. I think that there is a reconnection at the end of the year. Not that there's a separation if you are in a relationship, but you may feel like they're off on their own, doing their own thing, and you're doing your own thing, and there'll be points at which you connect throughout the year, but there will be a significant degree of disconnection. And then at the end of the year, there's this coming together. There's this sort of overcoming, moving past circumstances, moving past situations, and saying, okay, well, this is what matters to the both of us. This is this Venn diagram, the overlapping area that works for both of us, and this is the part that we will work on. I don't think that there's going to be too much fighting for you this year. Maybe for you, you might be shocked to find out something, or maybe you're worried that you're going to find out something that you can't deal with, but I think that you'll make a resolution and adjust your expectation pretty early on. I think that when you kind of come into the Empress, or when your mother gives you some good advice, then after that you'll make the decision to change the way that you think about your relationship and the way that you relate to it as well. And by the end of the year, you're going to be much more ready and willing to make consolidation, and consolidate all the different variables that are happening in your life. Overall, I think that this is a stable and good reading. If you don't know your partner yet, then I think that your partner is very close to being really motivated to go and search out for you. I think that you're going through a lot, so I don't think your primary purpose this year is going to be relationships and marriage and all those things, soulmates in particular. So if you are single, expect that your partner's looking out there looking for you. Maybe at the end of the year, you take a certain decision to kind of travel in the world, to go out in the world and make that connection, but it's going to take you a while for you to understand what's the appropriate decision for you to do that in. I think the important advice for you here, Libra, is just to really enjoy every moment that you have and move forward on the things that you enjoy. You know, enjoy the smell of the roses that she's smelling here, or the taste of food, the sound of music. Really enjoy yourself, find happiness in every moment, and that will reflect in your relationship. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you give me a thumbs up for this video, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Bye Libra, Happy New Year.